There you are. Not the version they remember, not the version they laughed at, not the one they thought they understood. No, this one is quieter, colder, and somehow dangerous in a way they can't explain, because they watched you fail. Oh, they didn't just see it. They studied it. They replayed it. They dissected every mistake like it was entertainment. Every stumble you made became their proof. Every loss you took became their comfort. You weren't just failing. You were validating their reality. You were the example they pointed to when they needed to feel safe. See, that's what happens when you try too hard. See, that's why you stay in your lane. You were their evidence, their little case study in limitation. And you felt it, didn't you? That pressure, that suffocating weight of being watched while you were breaking, while you were trying to hold yourself together with shaking hands and silent screams. They saw the cracks. They saw the doubt. They saw the hesitation in your eyes. What they didn't see was what was forming underneath it. Because failure didn't destroy you, it split you. And in that split, something else stepped forward. Not the version of you that needed approval. Not the version of you that cared about being understood. No. This version, this one learned. This one adapted. This one stopped explaining. And that's where it began to terrify them, because one day, you stopped reacting the way they expected. The same situation, but a different response. The same pressure, but no visible panic. The same eyes on you. But this time, you didn't look away. You looked back, and it was subtle, almost invisible, but they felt it. That shift, that moment where the script they wrote for you stopped working because you did something they weren't prepared for. You turned your pain into pattern recognition. You stopped asking, "Why me?" and started noticing everything, their tone, their timing, their little tells, the way people move when they think they've already won. You started seeing the game, not playing it, and suddenly you weren't predictable anymore. And that's what made them go silent. Because people can handle failure. They can handle weakness. They can even handle you trying again. But what they cannot handle is transformation they don't understand. You became a contradiction. One moment calm, the next completely unreadable. One moment silent, the next saying something that hits too deep. One moment distant, the next fully present in a way that feels almost invasive. You became both sides at once, the saint and the psychopath, the angel and the demon, and they don't know which one they're dealing with anymore. And that's where your power lives, not in perfection, not in proving them wrong, but in becoming impossible to categorize. Because once they can't label you, they can't control you. And once they can't control you, they start watching you differently. Not with amusement, not with superiority, but with uncertainty. And uncertainty is fear's favorite playground. Now they're second-guessing everything. Was I wrong about you? Did I miss something? Why do they feel different now? They won't say it out loud. Oh no, their pride won't allow that. But you'll see it. In the way they hesitate before speaking. In the way their energy shifts when you walk in. In the way they try to act normal. But something's off. Because deep down, they know. You crossed a line they can't uncross. You went through something, and instead of breaking, you mutated. And here's the part they'll never understand. You didn't become stronger by avoiding the darkness. You became stronger by studying it, sitting with it, letting it talk to you, letting it show you parts of yourself you were too afraid to acknowledge before. That anger, you learned how to aim it. That pain, you learned how to use it. That loneliness, you turned it into independence so sharp it cuts through expectations. You didn't heal the way they thought you would. You didn't come back soft or gentle or grateful. You came back aware. And awareness is lethal in a world built on illusion. Now every move you make carries weight, because it's not impulsive anymore. It's not emotional in the way they recognize. It's calculated, but not robotic. It's calm, but not passive. It's like you're playing a different game on the same board, and they can't keep up. That's why they went silent. Not because you proved them wrong, but because you became something they can't explain without questioning themselves. And people will do anything to avoid that. So they watch, quietly, carefully, trying to gather clues, trying to figure out what you are now. But here's the truth they'll never admit. They're not watching to understand you. They're watching because they're afraid of what you might do next. Because unpredictability is power. And you're no longer reacting to life. You're responding to it with a mind that has seen both sides. The light that kept you human, and the darkness that made you dangerous. And the scariest part, you didn't lose yourself. You expanded. You became both. And now, they don't know which version they're going to get. So they stay quiet. Because silence is what people choose when they realize they're no longer in control of the narrative. And that silence, it's not peace. It's not acceptance. It's calculation. Because now they're trying to adjust to you, the same way you once tried to adjust to them. But here's the difference. You are adapting to survive. They're adapting because they're unsettled, and unsettled people make mistakes. You can feel it, can't you? That strange shift in the air when you walk in. That microsecond pause before they speak. That forced tone. That artificial calm, like they're rehearsing themselves around you. They're studying you now, the same way they once studied your downfall. They're now studying your presence, trying to decode it, trying to predict it, trying to put you back into a box that makes them feel safe again. But every time they think they've figured you out, you do something that breaks the pattern. And it drives them insane. Because the human mind needs consistency to feel in control. It needs patterns, labels, predictable reactions. And you became the glitch, the anomaly that doesn't follow rules, the contradiction that doesn't make sense, the variable they can't stabilize. One day you're silent, not weak, not distant, just observing. The next, you speak, and it lands heavier than anything they expected, like you've been collecting data this whole time, and they feel exposed, not because you said too much, but because you said just enough. That's when it hits them. You're not reacting anymore. You're choosing when to engage, choosing when to withdraw, choosing when to let things slide, and when to make your presence felt. And choice is something they never thought you had. They thought you were driven by emotion, by impulse, by the need to be accepted, understood, validated. But now you move like someone who's already lost everything once and realized you're still here. That realization, it strips fear down to its bones. Because once you've faced the version of life where everything collapses, where you're alone with your thoughts, your doubts, your shadows, and you survive it. What exactly is left to scare you? Rejection. You've tasted worse. Failure. You've lived through it. Judgment. You've been dissected already. So now, you're free in a way they'll never understand. And that freedom, it doesn't look loud. It doesn't look arrogant. It doesn't even look confident in the way they're used to. It looks detached, controlled, unbothered in a way that feels unnatural. And that's what makes them uneasy, because they don't know what you're attached to anymore. They don't know what motivates you. They don't know what you care about. And if they don't know what you care about, they don't know how to influence you. That's the real fear. Not that you've changed, but that you've changed in a way that makes you untouchable, emotionally, psychologically, even socially. Because now when they try the same old tactics, the subtle disrespect, the passive comments, the little tests they used to run on you, you don't react the same. Sometimes you don't react at all, and sometimes you respond in a way that's so precise, so calm, so controlled. It makes them question whether you've been seeing through them the entire time. That's when the silence deepens, because now it's not just uncertainty, it's self-doubt. Wait, have they always been like this? Did I underestimate them? Did I say too much before? And now they're replaying their own behavior, the same way they once replayed your failures. Do you see the reversal? The roles didn't just change, they flipped. You went from being observed to being the one who understands the observer. And that kind of awareness, it doesn't scream, it doesn't announce itself, it just exists, quietly, powerfully, like a loaded weapon that never needs to be shown, because its presence is already felt. And the most dangerous part, you're not doing this to impress anyone. You're not doing this to prove anything. You're not even doing this for revenge, because revenge is emotional, and you've moved beyond that. No, this is evolution, raw, unfiltered, unapologetic evolution. You didn't just grow, you shed the need to explain yourself, the need to be liked, the need to fit into their expectations of who you should be. And what's left? Something sharper, something quieter, something that doesn't need approval to exist. That's why they're silent, because there's nothing left for them to hold on to. No predictable weakness, no emotional leverage, no clear version of you they can define. Just you, unfiltered, unreadable, uncontainable. And here's the part that really keeps them up at night. They don't know if this is your final form or just another phase. They don't know how far you're willing to go. They don't know what you're capable of now. They don't know what you've learned in the dark.